The video describes the horrors of daily life at the Auschwitz-Birkenau concentration camp. In January 1945, Allied forces discovered the camp, revealing the extent of the Nazis' mass extermination efforts. After Germany invaded Poland, the SS transformed Auschwitz I into a prisoner of war camp and later built Auschwitz II-Birkenau, which became a significant site of atrocities. Of the 1.3 million people sent to Auschwitz, 1.1 million were killed. The video explains that the Nazis' final solution was a policy of mass extermination against Jewish people and others deemed enemies of the state. While early concentration camps existed, Auschwitz-Birkenau was designed for mass murder. Rudolf Höss, the camp's first commandant, oversaw its development, including construction of crematoria. Initially intended for burning the bodies of the dead, the crematoria were soon used to kill living prisoners. As the Nazis expanded their operations, Heinrich Himmler ordered the construction of Auschwitz II-Birkenau, completed in October 1941. Auschwitz I held about 15,000 prisoners, while Birkenau could hold over 90,000. Jews made up the majority of the 1.3 million prisoners, with about 200,000 others, including non-Jewish Poles, Roma people, homosexuals, Soviet prisoners of war, and those considered mentally unfit. The video describes the horrific conditions upon arrival at Auschwitz. Prisoners were transported in crowded cattle wagons and marked with triangles on their clothes to indicate their prisoner number and category. In July 1942, many Jewish arrivals were subjected to selections by Nazi doctors. Those deemed unfit for work, including children, the elderly, and the infirm, were sent to gas chambers disguised as showers and killed with Zyklon B. These victims were not registered, making it impossible to know the actual number who perished. The video also details how prisoners were categorized, with different colored triangles or badges indicating their status. Red for political prisoners, green for German criminals, black for prostitutes, Roma and Sinti people, pink for homosexuals, and yellow Star of David badges for Jewish people. German prisoners were at the top of the hierarchy, while Jewish prisoners were at the bottom. Those who survived the initial gassing were forced into slave labor, facing death from exhaustion, disease, and malnutrition. Men began their day at 4:30 a.m., with women rising even earlier. Block supervisors would beat inmates to force them to use the latrines quickly. Prisoners received meager rations, including coffee substitute for breakfast, watery soup for lunch, and moldy bread for dinner. Roll calls were held, during which prisoners would be subjected to floggings and hangings. Missing prisoners would cause the rest to stand for hours. At night, prisoners slept in overcrowded barracks. Jewish prisoners were deprived of mail. The video describes the terror of the nights, highlighting the experiments of Joseph Mengele, the angel of death, who performed inhumane experiments on prisoners, including young children. In 1945, the Soviet army liberated Auschwitz, finding approximately 7,800 sick detainees. 60,000 have been sent on a death march. Over 1 million people died at Auschwitz-Birkenau.